So the most important things right now, looking at politics and just the world in general, and everything is political. So it all kind of, before you could talk about sports, sports is political. You could talk about music, music is political a lot of times. Health, freedom, and liberty. Health being number one after the 15 months that we've all been through. You're looking at a COVID survivor here, by the way. Hello, right? I just put it out there because I'm wearing it as a badge of honor. COVID survivor here. Nope, I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Just so you know. Oh, well, the algorithms get tripped up, and you're only going to be able to see yours truly doing this particular channel over on Rockfin. Maybe I'll start up another channel. We'll see how it goes, but it's tempting because you want people to see what you're doing and you want to get your message out. So you need to go for alternative information. If you're not doing that, if you're not going off the grid, if you're listening to the alphabet soup agency that begins with a C and ends with a C, okay, and getting all of your information just from that one source, you're not informed. You're ill-informed. There's so much more to know. And the fact that people are keeping you from looking at that information doesn't serve anyone. Doesn't serve. And if you think, and those people think they're somehow like saving lives, or they don't want misinformation to go out there, they don't want people to see stuff. This is the biggest scandal. So health, freedom, and truth, really. So the freedom aspect of it, and by the way, I'm not trying to steal from Dr. Shiva, okay? But we need freedom. There's a pastor in Canada right now who's in jail. All right, a health order came down, a health order. This is how it happened, folks, in the 1930s and 40s. The orders would come down. No laws were passed. They were orders, and you had to obey the order. And if you didn't obey the order, you wound up in jail. We don't learn from mistakes. History just repeats itself. And I never thought in my lifetime I would see a zombie culture. I never thought I would see people who comply and don't question. And I never thought I would see the level of compliance that I see when I go out in public still. And I'm in a state that, hey, it's wide open. And I'm still seeing people with the fear and the panic and 90 degrees out, and we're walking down the road and we're covering certain places, mouth, face, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, that can't be healthy. That can't, and those are your gut instincts. And most people know that. But yet the fear has just paralyzed them, and they're not willing to think for themselves anymore. They just want to comply. Because if I comply, there'll be a little carrot at the end. See, folks, the truth is now in other words, everybody has their own truth. And 30 years ago, when certain people complained about relativism, they were told that, yeah, sure, you're crazy. This isn't going to happen. Everything's relative. So your truth is different than my truth. And my truth is whatever I want it to be today. And don't tell me what to think and so forth. And 2 + 2 is 5 for me. It might be 4 for you. This is where we're at now. This is where we're at. Freedom is more important to me than complying. I would rather not go along with the stuff they're telling me and other people to do. It's not a law. The legislature didn't pass. In fact, in my state, they passed laws going in the opposite direction, thank God. Florida is a good place. Come on down. If you love liberty and you love freedom, come on down. If people move here in droves, we can build a big majority and we can insulate ourselves from the crap. They did this in New Hampshire, or they tried to do it, and I think they did do it in New Hampshire. The problem is, again, there's this little thing called bleep integrity. It's VOTE or VOTING. And again, just doing it for the algorithm here, just doing it. And again, this could be my last video, like all of them. I'm just really terrified that the people in my midst are so compliant and they don't question anything. It's so anti-American to just comply. This is more like the Soviet Union in the old days. It's more like Germany in the old days. It's a little bit like China is today. And people don't even see what's happening to them. And they don't have the passion to try to break free and to do their own homework. They'd rather just comply, keep watching Netflix, keep playing the video games, and they'll wake up someday and someone will be at their door asking them questions and scaring the crap out of themselves and their children. And this is where we're headed. This is step one. And we can turn it around, and I think we can. And I think there's still time, but there's a small window. And if we just sit back and become complacent some more, it's over. It's totally over. Grab the black pill because it's over at that point. And you'll only just be complaining, and then they'll block your complaining, and then that will be all. So I know this isn't the most optimistic video I've ever done, but if we can't have health and we can't have freedom and we can't have truth, then life isn't actually worth it. It won't be in the future. And, I have a 7-year-old. I know a lot of people that have young children. And the only reason I mention kids, it's because they're innocent. The last 15 months, this isn't fair. This was child abuse, okay? This was mostly child abuse, and nobody seems to care. And to me, that shows what kind of world we are right now.